everybody. Dr. Rick Wallace here, dropping in on you. Hope everybody is having a great week. We're right now in the middle of the week. It's Wednesday. I hope that you have gotten off to a great start. I hope that you started the week with clarity. I hope sorry about that. That would drive me nuts looking at that. I hope that you have some intent. It's immensely important that you are deliberate with your movements, deliberate with your actions, that your actions have meaning and purpose, that you're not just beating the air. There's so much, hello, Keisha, there's so much to be said for, uh, wasted effort. People think being active means being productive, and it doesn't. This journey is about productivity. It's about efficiency. It's about effectiveness. It's about giving purpose to every moment, every second, every action having purpose. So I want to encourage you to do that. I want to talk to you procrastinators primarily, but some of you are operating for free. But I want to talk to procrastinators primarily. Before I do that, I want to remind everyone, if you haven't joined the Epic Realm community of high achievers, you haven't signed up for your 1 year membership, you are missing out on something great. We kicked it off. This week is the first week. We're going to have some events this week. We're going to have a Q&A on Saturday. We're going to have rooms in this thing. We're going to set up rooms, and these rooms are going to be about different things that people face. We're going to have a room for mental health, a room for new business startups. We're going to have a room for people who are trying to go to the next level but struggling in their relationships. We're going to have rooms that help you deal with things, and in those rooms are going to be people going through what you're going through, but they're also going to be people and experts that I'm going to be inviting in to help you deal with those issues. And all of this is a part of the membership. Look, if you haven't signed up, the link is in the box. Sign up now. Not only you get all the benefits, and if you sign up, you'll see all the benefits, but you're not only going to get all that. Anybody who signs up now is going to get a free rapid change breakthrough session with yours truly. That's a $350 value, where you work with me one-on-one and we address an issue that's important to you. We find a way to come up with a solution. We get you on the way. That comes, if you sign up now, you get that for free. That's $350 rapid change breakthrough session. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's talk. Stop waiting. I don't know any other way to put it. You got to stop waiting. You got to make a move. You got to take action. Stop waiting on the perfect moment. Let me tell you something. You've heard this before, and I'm going to reiterate it just one more time. There is no perfect timing. There's no such thing as perfect timing. There's no such thing as a perfect opportunity. There's no such thing as a perfect opportunity. And what you're going to have to understand is what you're considering as inhibitors, what you're waiting to pass, the things you're waiting for to pass are actually the literal environment and birthing places of the opportunities you need. Let me explain one more time. Adversity is the fertile soil in which the seeds of faith are planted and cultivated. You build your faith. You build your opportunities in adversity. You cannot have the promise without first enduring the process. The process is the precursor to the promise. The process is the precursor to the to the prize. You've got to have an understanding that you cannot achieve the promise without first enduring the process. You cannot have the prize without first enduring the process. It is a bunch of you, the thing you're perceiving as a problem, the thing you're perceiving as an obstacle, the thing you're perceiving as a thing that will stop you is actually the thing that will birth the opportunities that leads to the openings and the resources you need. You don't find it in ease. You find it in the storm. The storm is the building place. Let me explain it to you in a way I think you understand. Almost all of you have been in the gym at least one time. All of you have somewhat of at least minimal perspicacity of how the body works and responds to vigorous training. Well, when you go into the gym, the goal is to achieve something. Some people are body sculpting, so you're trying to build muscle. Other people are trying to burn and take off excess fat. And there's a process to that. What you can't do is go into the gym and say, man, I don't want to sweat. I don't want to push this. I don't want to feel the burn. I don't want to be out of breath. So I'm not going to do this. And then expect to have a better cardiovascular system, a tighter body, better fitness, better strength. It doesn't work that way. What are you going to have to do? You're going to have to go in and deal with the physical conflict. You're going to have to go in and deal with the physical adversity. Your body is going to have to come under strain and stress in order for you to be able to gain the strength. No different in life. When you're trying to take your life to the next level, when you're trying to elevate yourself, when you're trying to climb up to a new level, you're not going to get there by avoiding conflict. You're going to get there by being able to withstand what you're going through and then coming out of it. The best lesson my great-grandfather ever taught me, he was also my adopted father. And the best thing he ever taught me was, son, I mean, I can remember all the lessons he taught me. At about 8 years old, he went to my grandmother. He told my grandmother, I got it from here. She nurtured me. She was everything up until 8. He took over the role of disciplinarian. He took over the role of teaching. He took over everything. So after that time, I was under his tutelage. And he taught me so much about being a man. But it was something he told me at the age of 17. I would have these things where I would come in from school, from football practice or whatever, track practice or whatever, and I would come in and he would be sitting on the porch and he would say, sit down. And he would have a talk with me. Almost every day was going to be something he was teaching me. And crazy enough, I looked forward to it. You know, most kids don't want to be lectured to. Most kids don't want you telling them, you know, how to do things, what to do and all that. But I looked forward to it. So here I am. I come in, he said, I said, son, and some of you have heard this before. He said, son, I'm going to talk to you. He said, look, I've taught you a lot, and I hope I get to teach you more. But if you can get what I'm about to tell you today, your life will never be the same. He said that, look, there are 3 places you're going to be in this life. It's real simple. People complicate it, but it's simple. You're either going to be going into a storm, in a storm, or coming out of a storm. He said, life is a series of storms. Don't let the storm stump you or stop you from being what you were designed to be. The storm is actually there to cultivate you. You are going to be going in one or coming out of one your entire life. He says, now, here's the thing. Your greatest responsibility as a man is that you make sure you come out of that storm a better man than when you went in. That storm will develop you. That storm will cultivate you. That storm will strengthen you. That storm will give you a sense of confidence. It will give you a sense of courage. It will show you that you can withstand. It will show you that you can overcome. It will show you that you are made and built for whatever challenges that are coming your way in the future. But you cannot fold under the pressure of the storms. You cannot relent to the winds and the gusts of the storm. You cannot bow down, retreat, and run. You're going to have to man up, stand up, and push through. He said, now let me tell you, everybody wants to be great, but not everybody's willing to pay the price. Here's the beautiful thing. If you learn and accept and work what I just told you, you won't have to chase greatness. It will overtake you. It will overtake you. Check this out. What I'm telling you is that's a process that if you live the process, you don't have to be focused on trying to be something. You will become it. You will become it. You will look up and you will look back over your life and go, man, I did that. Man, I did that. Man, I did that. People talk about the accolades and the accomplishments that I have behind me. And they ask me, and when I set out just to be better the next day. I set out to write one more line, to write one more paragraph. And I look up and I've written 24 plus books. I decided that I would take on this academic thing. I look up and now I'm 7 degrees deep in. I'm done with all of it. I'm teaching now. But then I decided, you know, I need to be an entrepreneur. Don't do this employee thing too good. So I decided I'm 46 companies in, all brought to profitability. I'm running 7 as we speak, growing them, going through growing pains, but growing them. Look, what am I telling you? I'm telling you that I didn't start out there. I started out a little kid in the hood, looking at nothing but poverty and deciding that was not going to be my lot in life. I decided that I wasn't going to settle for what everybody took as their only choice and option in reality. I decided I was going to read my way out, work my way out, run my way out. Whatever I had to do to get out of there, I was going to do it. And in the process, I was going through them storms. I was going through those storms. You don't understand what I'm trying to get you to understand right now. You're sitting down, bogged down, procrastinating because you're afraid of the storm. And the storm is the thing that's going to blow the gates wide open. Stop procrastinating. Stop waiting. Stop looking for the perfect opportunity. Go out there and create it. George Bernard Shaw once said that those who get on in this world are the ones who wake up every morning, go out and find the opportunities they need. And if the opportunity does not exist, they create it. You have the power within you to achieve every last thing that your mind is yearning for, your heart is yearning for, but it's not going to come with you sitting on the sideline. It's not going to come with you sitting there hoping and wishing. It's not going to come with you trying to pray to God to take away the storm. No. There are some moments of adversity that you cannot pray away. Why? Because God is not going to deliver you from the giants he sent you to slay. It's not going to happen. I tell people all the time, well, it doesn't seem like God heard you. God, you're one with God. God does not ignore it. You cannot miss God. But you're missing the reply because you're looking for a specific answer that does not align with what the design of your purpose is. You want God to take you out of the storm, but God said, I sent you there for that storm. Somebody's watching you go through the adversity. I need them to see what's possible when you stand firm in adversity. I need them to see what's possible when you refuse to relent and back up. I want them to see what's possible when you decide that you're not going to stop, when you're going to either get it or you're going to die trying. I want people to see that no matter how dark it is, no matter how deep it is, that you can come out of it. I sent you there to be a testimony, a living testimony to people. You can't quit right now. That's not an option. I'm not going to pull you out of it. Something that I learned a long time ago, then I'm going to be done. Something I learned a long time ago. Long before I went through the most difficult time of my life in 2012, in 2006, I was going through something. It was a shift. The golden kid, the golden child, whatever they were calling me, was starting to feel certain adversity and pushback and difficulty in getting things done that I had never really. I'm just used to sitting up saying I'm gonna do something and going through it, and all of a sudden here it was. It wasn't that it came easy. It was just that I was always able to get it. Then I was dealing with this and I was going through it, and I started to pray. And I don't pray like traditional people pray. I have this real union and connectivity with the divine that's different. So I do a lot of listening. I say what I say, but I'm listening. I'm connecting on a level. And I'm not talking about audible. Hearing God audibly. I'm talking about a spiritual connectivity to where I can hear God. And I'm talking about you got to get there, and you can't get there if you're operating down here in envy, strife, anger, frustration, fear, worry. All those things take you away from that. That's why you can't hear, because you're not in a place. God is operating on a very high frequency, and if you want to hear God, you got to get there. You got to find a way to get there. To me, the quickest way there is gratitude. I'm always thankful. I'm thankful. I don't care what I'm going through. I'm gonna find something to be thankful. Why? Because that keeps the connectivity. So, but what I was doing is I was sitting up and I was making some demands of God based on some promises that I feel God had made. Right. So I'm making these promises, and there's this deepness. And this is 2:00 in the morning. I can remember this. This is fresh. I get all goosebumpy every time I talk about it. This is fresh. It's 2:00 in the morning. Ain't nobody but me and God. And I'm sitting up and I'm going, no, you promised this and you promised me. I need you to get me out of this. I don't like it. I don't like the way it feels. I ain't having none of it. And I'm trying to force God to move. And let me tell you what happened. God said, no, I will not take you out of it, but I will bring you through it. I'm like, no. That sounds all good and everything, but that ain't what I'm demanding, that you pull me out of it. And God said, no. I won't take you out of it, but I promise you I'll bring you through it. Let me explain something. Right now, you are doing what so many other people do. that locks them out of the blessings that are waiting on them. You are trying to find comfort when you need to be focusing on character. You're concerned about comfort. I'm concerned about your character. And let me explain something to you. I can't build character in comfort. I've never asked God again to deliver me out of anything. My new covenant with God was simple. You just wake me up. I don't care what I find myself in. You wake me up and I'm going to answer the bell. You wake me up and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to work my way through it. I'm going to fight my way through it because I'm built for this. See, I'm already built for it. I wouldn't be allowed to go into something that would destroy me. So I know if I'm in it, I'm built for it. You got to walk it out. Stop procrastinating. Stop quitting. Look, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Man, got me a little more fired up than I planned to be. I got to get ready for a client. Look. Stop waiting. Today is the day you need to take action. Also, for those who struggle with procrastination, I'm talking about seriously. If you know you're a procrastinator, you need to break that curse. I invite you to enroll in my Breaking the Curse of Procrastination course. This is a one-on-one course with yours truly, and I'll help you get past that. I promise you. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. I'm telling you it's going to be work because you've trained yourself to procrastinate. You literally programmed yourself to procrastinate. But I'm telling you, you can deprogram yourself. You can literally reprogram yourself to do anything, achieve anything, and rise to anything. You can overcome anything. If you knew some of the things I've been through. Man, I went 40-something years, no hospital. Got to 2015 and all hell broke loose. 2 stints in the hospital. 1 seizure, never had seizure in life. 1 seizure so intense that I stood up and fell. The seizure was so intense that the muscle contractions literally pulled my shoulders out of the sockets, dislocated both shoulders just from a contraction. That's how powerful. Then I fell, same seizure, and broke my humerus right here on the ball joint, broke the ball joint in half. Piece came off, not even connected. Damaged a nerve in my hand, so I couldn't move but one of my fingers and my thumb. And I type for a living. I'm a writer. I'm a program designer. I need my hands and my fingers. I couldn't dress myself. My wife had to dress me. One of the most challenging times of my life. Couldn't bathe myself. Couldn't move. I was in intense pain. There were some people who showed some love to me, but I tell you what, my wife will tell you the day I came home from the hospital, the very next day, couldn't get dressed. I got her up at 4:30 and had her dress me. And I was in my home office trying to figure out how I'm going to work this out. Am I going to pick? I kept going. I went to physical therapy until I got it back. I remember going from being able to do 100 push-ups a day to when I finally got to where I could use my shoulders, not being able to do one and having to start over. Don't tell me what you cannot do. I'm gonna get out of here. Also, if you haven't signed up for Epic Ram, you want to be a part of this membership. We finna tear 2022 off the hinges. And I want you to be a part of it. I want you to grow from it. I'm gonna feed you so much that you're gonna explode. It's gonna be epic. On that note, I'm out of here. You guys have an unbelievable day.